Ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Knoxville Raceway for the first and only points-paying dirt race of the season. Apologize for being a little bit late coming on air. We've had quite a bit of technical difficulties, but we are finally live and ready to go for heat number 1. The green flag is out, and Dustin Cogg and Tim Aubrell are going to be leading them around. These drivers are going to be doing 2 heat races to determine the starting lineup for today's race. Both are 10 laps. And Dustin Cogg still up in the race lead. It's Aubrell in second. Third place will be Drayton Cook. Fourth place, Randy Cornwell. Fifth place is Dalton Wilson, as he works his way up through the field past Timothy Perryman and Parker Stranded back there. And Tyler Clunan had to serve an EOL after some incidents last race, but he's working his way up through the field. This heat race, like we said, 10 laps, 8 laps to go, and Aubrell's trying to work underneath Coggin, but Coggin's holding on in that top spot in that number 46. One special thing about this week is these Halloween paint schemes. The best or the most voted paint scheme will be receiving a $10 prize at the end of tonight. So at any point in the broadcast, for those watching, be sure you hop in here and let us know which paint scheme you want to vote for. As Aubrell takes the lead from Dustin Coggin, as they head through turns 1 and 2 and down the backstretch. Coggin's still hanging right with them, though. These two drivers are going to be ones to watch in the race later today, as we have 6 laps to go. One other thing about these heats is cautions do not count. Another thing is damage is on, and there are no fast repairs in the feature race. So if you wreck your truck, your race is over. Pretty incentivizing for these drivers to race a little bit cleaner, as Timothy Perryman with some trouble. Dalton Wilson, and that's the yellow flag. Caution flag out in the air here at Knoxville Raceway. Let's see what happened. See Timothy Perryman in that 41 right behind the 20 of Wilson. Oh, Cornwell up by the fence, comes back down the racetrack and takes out the 20 and the 41. Good job by the 41, not getting damage on that inside wall. Too much damage on that inside wall. That will bring out the caution flag here at Knoxville Raceway. Thank you for tuning in here in the Electric Thunder Truck Series. We've had an exciting season so far, and we're here today for the second Crown Jewel event. This is another one of those races where if you win, you're in the playoffs. So everybody's going to be fighting in the feature to get to that top spot. Special thanks to all of our sponsors here in the Electric Thunder Truck Series, among which Colton Cook Designs, which you see on the side of every truck out there. Another special sponsor for today is High Side Designs, which is owned by that number 2, Tyler Clunan, as they're getting lined up to go back at it. So he mentioned caution laps in the heat races do not count. In the feature races, they do. We have 5 laps to go in heat number 1 whenever we take the green flag again. It's Aubrell, Coggin, Cook, Cornwell, Clunan, Stranded, and others behind him as the green flag comes back out here at Knoxville Raceway, and Aubrell leads them around through turns 1 and 2. Coggin coming up right behind. Good corner by that number 3 truck. Able to get a good straight exit. Coggin still keeping pace, though. They're working through turns 3 and 4 right now. Headed back to the front stretch to make it about 3 or so laps to go. Aubrell's starting to run away a little bit with third place back there is Drayton Cook. He's got Cornwell coming up behind him. And Clunan coming up behind the two of them. Is Stranded works to the inside of Tyler Clunan. Nothing there. Clunan, good exit. He's going to stay right on Randy Cornwell. And will now work to the inside of Cornwell through turns 1 and 2. As they head back around on the backstretch. Back to the leaders is still Aubrell, starting to pull away from Dustin Coggin. This looks like it's going to shape up to be a pretty exciting race. There's several really good dirt track racers in the field today. Coggin holding his own pretty well. Third place back there, Drayton Cook, staying right with him though. White flag in the air, heat number 1. It's Tim Aubrell coming around. Dustin Coggin in second. Drayton Cook in third. Fourth place is Randy Cornwell. Problem with Noah Walters. It's like he wrecked on the last lap. A little bit of damage to the left side of that truck. It's all good. Tim Aubrell gonna take the checkered flag in heat number 1 here in Knoxville Raceway. And I guess now we got to get ready for heat race number 2. Let's open the Discord and see if we can not pull in Timothy Aubrell. Hey, Mr. Aubrell, fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
How you doing?
Well, good race in heat number 1. Finished up front. How do you feel about the feature race here today?
I feel pretty good. I don't run dirt that often, but I mean the track feels good out there right now, and I was able to keep it steady. And I think this track's so big, I think it's gonna be a lot better than last season. I think we can spread out. I think it'll be good racing. Looking forward to it.
So, I'm sure many of the drivers here are aware, but this is one of the Crown Jewel events where if you win this, you are going to be locked into the playoffs. How important do you think that is, and do you think there'll be a lot of drivers pushing towards the end of this race?
I think people are going to be pushing throughout the race. I mean, this is also one of the races like that is for cash. So I think that on top of the locking in the playoffs, I think with both of those being a factor, I think as we get late in the race, those top 3 positions are definitely going to be a battle.
Well, it's definitely going to be a fun race to watch. Good luck out there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Timothy Aubrell in the number 3. Alrighty, looks like, what are we doing? It looks like they're in the middle of warm-up. Not sure. It's possible that the heat race number 2 is not going to play. Hard telling at this point, but we'll be here for all of it here in the Fearless Broadcasting booth. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in again. It's going to be a fun race today. There's going to be this is an 80-lap event. Like we said earlier, there are no fast repairs. Got some really fast drivers in the field tonight, as you have seen already in the heat race number 1. And like you heard with the conversation with Tim Aubrell, the winner of this race will be locked into the playoffs going forward, which definitely adds more incentive to have a good, clean race and finish up there competing for the race victory. Another bonus about this race is it is for money. There will be a $50 prize awarded to the driver who finishes in the top spot here today. And let's talk to our sponsor in today's race. Hey, Tyler, fearless in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, brother, I got you.
Well, you are the sponsor for this race. You also helped set a lot of it up. Tell us a little bit about your business and the prizes at the end of the race today.
Yep. So, Highside Designs is a design company that I started here for iRacing, making different paint schemes. I specialize in dirt, so I figured what better than to sponsor the dirt race. You know, today our prizes, our winner's going to be walking away with $50. Second place is going to get $25, and third's going to walk away with $10. Everybody's getting a little love here. If you take a look out on the track, you're going to see some cars with Halloween paint schemes. Whoever has the best voted paint scheme at the end of this is going to also receive $10. I'm super excited to be on dirt. It's where I cut my teeth. It's where I learned how to do it, and I'm hoping to maintain my speed out there.
Like we said earlier, if you are watching this race, be sure you do send out a vote so we can help choose the best paint scheme out there. We'll definitely go through it during the race, but good luck out there, Tyler. Hope to see you up front at the end of this thing.
Thank you, brother. Have a good one.
How you do? That was the number 2 of Tyler Clunan as we are finishing up warm-up. And that will be the checkered flag for warm-up, but we will be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're getting ready for some exciting racing here at Knoxville Raceway. Ladies and gentlemen, we're green flag in the feature race. Tim Aubrell, winner of heat race number 1, will take the checkered flag. And we're agreeing for 80 full laps. It's going to be an exciting one. It's Aubrell up front, Coggin right behind him, trying to run him down. Cook, Cornwell right behind, Lunan a little bit further back. But Aubrell hanging tough up there. It's going to be a couple car lengths of an advantage at the moment. We'll go ahead and show you the gap between. There we go. All right, Aubrell up front. He's leaning Dustin Coggin by a good 7/10 of a second already. Cook coming up in third in that sharp-looking number 17. Remember, if y'all be sure y'all hop in the live chat and holler out your favorite paint scheme. We'll definitely go through them all at least once today. It's James Burns coming off pit road a little bit late. But Clunan coming through, trying to get underneath Randy Cornwell. Oh, Cornwell gets into him a little bit. These drivers have to be careful with no damage. There's definitely going to be some tempers flaring at the end of this event for sure. These two drivers still duking it out side by side. It's Clunan on the inside. Here's Cornwell. Clunan coming up on the inside. These two doing pretty good at staying off each other for the most part. We did see a little bit of contact a few turns ago. Clunan low. Almost ran into the inside wall. Good control there. Cornwell running high up in that high lane. That 22 starting to pull away a little bit. Right behind him, you have the 19 of Parker Strand and the 24 of Brandon Wimler. Neither one of these drivers were expected to race today, so very nice to see both of them. Neither one with the 24 mic. Really good camera angles here at Knoxville Raceway for the Halloween Havoc. That 24 still trying to run down that 19. Not really able to do it yet. Good battles, though, all over the track, really. As Wimler currently in that 7th position. So, looks like we have 11 drivers on the track today. A little bit more than we were expecting, so very happy about that. Not very many people were expected to show up for this race today, even with the extra incentives added. It looks like it's good racing so far. As right behind Brandon Wimler, you have Timothy Perryman coming up in that number 41. These three are all teammates. Dalton Wilson, Noah Walters, both pretty far behind them. Tim Aubrell coming around in the race lead. Having a good day in that number 3 truck. Side by side behind him, Dustin Coggin, Drayton Cook. Looks like Coggin's going to come away with it for now, but here comes that 46. 17 also looking to the inside. Nothing in this corner, but we'll see what they can do. 17 throws it into the inside of Dustin Coggin. Still not able to make it stick as they head back around. Working lap number 12 of 80. These drivers doing a fantastic job of keeping these trucks clean for the most part as Noah Walters goes up high and stays out of the way. Nice paint scheme there. Very nice paint scheme. That number 50 is Cornwell with some issues. Single car spin, no caution. Let's see what happened to Cornwell. Looks like Clunan was able to get to his outside. Oh, Cornwell comes up the track a little bit on that number 2. But everybody's still out and racing. Lap 14 of 80, completely green flag the entire way. As Aubrell still leads by 9/10 of a second, but Coggins not really letting him get much further than that. Gap starting to close back in a little bit as they are catching up to that 0-7, putting him another lap down. The 3 of Timothy Aubrell, not really running away with the lead right now. Coggins running him down very quickly, running up in the high side. And you've got Cook starting to fall back into the clutches of Tyler Clinton a little bit. They come back around the front stretch. Let's see if we can ride along with somebody here. We'll ride along with Dustin Coggin and just see what he sees from that nose cam as he's right on the back bumper of Aubrell, maybe leaving a little bit of contact as they head back into turns 1 and 2, side by side, almost. Aubrell puts it in low, comes out high. Coggin puts it in high, comes down low. Good crossover. Coggin, good exit. He's going to pull up to the back bumper of Aubrell again. Aubrell running right on the bottom of the track. Coggin is still looking for a way around that number 3. Nothing right now. It's going to be very hard for anybody to pass that number 3 without making any contact, especially with the line that he's running. Coggin putting it sideways early in the corner, trying to get a straighter exit to get underneath that number 3 as, again, crossover. Down the front stretch again. Very good racing here for the top spot. Here at Knoxville Raceway. Look at that 46. Entering high, trying to get a good straight exit. This truck's looking beautiful right now, though. They're going to get side by side down the front stretch. It's Coggin and Aubrell side by side. Aubrell not able to run his preferred line. Coggin able to put it sideways, but Aubrell could run on that high lane. It's going to be hard to pass from the bottom. But Coggin using that outside lane to get that momentum that like he used to get that potential pass set up a few laps ago. Has to back off a little bit to not hit that number 3. Good racing up here, though. But they are starting to come up onto lap traffic. Look at how close they are through the corner, side by side. Great racing here for the race lead. Coggin and Aubrell about even. Neither driver really able to make a move as Aubrell now gets to that outside lane, able to put the gas down a little bit quicker. Start catching up on Dalton Wilson and James Burns. Both of them lap trucks. Here they come. Good racing here at Knoxville Raceway. Drayton Cook not really out of the picture yet either. But Coggin now looking back to the inside on Aubrell. Still not able to get anything done yet. A little bit further back, let's check up on spray sponsor Tyler Clinton, not having the best of days. I have to wonder if he's got a little bit of damage from his little scuffle with Randy Cornwell. And behind them, Brandon Wimler and Timothy Perryman still going at it. Wimler kind of hits the raised portion of the apron right there. He's going to have to let that 41 back by, but the 41 smacks the wall. It's been fun watching these drivers. None of these drivers are really that great on dirt. They're just here to have fun. But up front, it's been a great battle for the lead, and it's still going. Coggin still trying to get to the inside of Aubrell. Nothing this set of corners. As Aubrell hits the raised portion of the track, Coggin's going to get to the outside. He's got to run side by side. Coggin with the preferred lane. As they head back down into turns 3 and 4, Aubrell again hits that raised portion of the apron. And Coggin going to drive right around on him for the race lead as the caution comes out for Brandon Wimler. I just looks like he got a little bit too sideways, and then it just. Oh, yep, just got a little bit too sideways and just went around on him. iRacing looks like did throw that caution. That will be caution flag number 1 here at Knoxville Raceway. Let's see if we can holler at your race leader. Hey Dustin, Fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yep.
Well, first of all, it's a really sharp-looking paint scheme you got there. Definitely is deserving of having a few votes at least. But
Yeah.
It's been a very fun battle to watch between yourself and Aubrell for multiple laps. Talk us through how the racing is going today.
It's pretty good. The bottom's it's still there, but you have to be very close on your marks. You can't overshoot it. What happens is you go down there and hit that berm, man, and then it's kind of out of your control. You just got to slow way down if you're going to run down there, and if you're going to go up top, you got to stay out of the slick where you can keep your truck straight.
It's a pretty competitive field out here today. One caution for 30 laps. Do you see this continuing, or you think it's going to get a little bit crazy?
Man, I hope it goes on like this. This is fun. This is the fun kind of racing where you have lap traffic involved, man. You got to kind of, you got to plan your moves out, and you can't get stuck behind somebody. You got to go ahead and get around them.
I'll let you get back to your team channel. Good luck out there. It's been fun to watch.
All right, man. Thank you.
Dustin Coggin, race leader. Tim Aubrell in second. Tyler Clunan definitely got a little bit of a break there. He's going to be able to restart with the rest of the pack. Parker Strand and Timothy Perryman in that third row. Then Brandon Wimler behind them alongside Randy Cornwell, who's also back in this race. All right, so we're about to go back to green. Lap 30 of 80 completed. 50 laps to go here in Knoxville. It's been a great race so far. Can they keep it up? Coggin comes out with the race lead. Aubrell working on that high lane. He's going to have a good run down this backstretch. Gets to the outside of Coggin almost. Coggin not going to let it happen, though. Clunan working to the outside of Cook, shoving it way up in the top as they're still side-by-side for the lead. Clunan still trying to get away with third. Coggin gets away with the lead for now, but Aubrell working on that inside lane. And Coggin's going to get away with the lead that corner as well as Clunan comes away in the third position. Oh, they're still side-by-side. Perryman sticking right with them. Everybody doing a great job keeping clean off each other. Clunan and Cook side by side. This is racing, folks. This is great racing. I was thinking into each other. Bounce off. No harm, no foul. Clunan's going to take the spot. Perryman in the wall behind him. Great racing, though. Clunan all the way to the bottom. Hits that little race portion of the racetrack. And that's going to allow Cook to work back to the inside. And Cook's going to take the spot back. Here they come, still side by side. Clunan trying to work back to the inside, but it's going to be really hard to make anything work without hitting that curb. Good racing through the middle of the corner, though. Coggin still out front. Looks like he's started to pull away from Aubrell slightly. But it's still a great battle back here for this third position. Clunan Cook still running right nose to tail. Clunan's just trying to figure out a way around. He's definitely a little bit faster than Cook in some parts of the racetrack. But Cook just having a great day. Clunan struggling a little bit right now. Perryman coming up behind him right now. Here comes 41. 41 to Timothy Perryman, pulled to the back bumper of Clunan as Cornwell works way high on Parker Strand. Oh, they get into each other. Cornwell and Strand get into each other, but they're both running way up high. Here goes Brandon Wimler trying to look it down low. It's not going to stick, but Cornwell and Strand still trading paint. That's a bit of an aggressive move by that number 22, getting to the outside of the 79 like that. But it's going to stick. And the 79 is going to fall back to 7th, move Randy Cornwell to 6th. Back up in the third position. Looks like Cooks kind of ran away with it. He's actually catching that number 3, Tim Aubrell, as they're looking side by side for fourth. Here comes the Perryman machine and Cornwell. Oh, Cornwell's coming with a hot head of steam. He's running up there kind of higher than everybody else is, and he's found some speed all the way back to the back bumper of the 41, and you got to imagine, not too happy with that number 2 after a few laps to go. But no harm, no foul yet. We'll have to see what he does when he gets there. See car slow on the bottom. Here comes Cornwell. Tries to look to the inside of Perryman. Wasn't able to make the stick. Had to check up the lap car. Now going to get to the back bumper. Looking for an opening. Here's the 22. Great racing here. This is for the 4th position. Perryman, good turning in the middle of the corner. Gets it down low. Gets it a good run off. Going to drive away from Cornwell by a couple feet. Cornwell still right on his back bumper. Now pokes to the outside. Perryman moves up the block. Still no opening for that 22. Here's Cornwell. Good run to the outside. Look at that 22 truck go. To the inside of Perryman. Not able to make it. Perryman really struggling on these straightaways. He's all over the place. As Cornwell looks to the inside. We are over halfway already. Back up to this battle for second. It's Cook and Aubrell going at it. Looks like Cook had to check up a little bit in that corner. Here's that 17 though. 17 of Drayton Cook coming to the back bumper of Timothy Aubrell. Aubrell running up high. As you see Cornwell and Perryman still going at it. Still running away with the race lead. Going to get away with it again on that outside lane. Outside lane just has the momentum. The inside lane does not. As Cornwell gets around Perryman to the inside. Perryman, good control, not getting into the back bumper. They almost made contact. Perryman going to throw it to the inside, but not able to make it anything of it. As Cornwell will get away with the 5th position and pull away. Perryman really sideways. Good save. As he's now going to work to the outside of Clunan. Clunan's having a little bit of trouble right now. Cornwell is on a roll, though, on that outside lane. As we look back to this battle for second, see what's going on. Looks like Aubrell and Cook not really able to make any moves. As you can see, the track slicking off. This race intended to be a night race. A little bit of trouble getting it set up, so it won't be daylight the entire race, but it's still great racing nonetheless. As Tim Aubrell in that second position, Coggins about 4 seconds up in the race. He's really gotten really good at this. It's Aubrell and Cook going at it for this second position. Cook starting to reel him back in. Don't count out Randy Cornwell either. He is back here in 4th. He's a fast runner. Not quite fast enough to catch Dustin Coggin, I don't think. See Coogin moving up the track to follow that lane. Great camera. Oh, Clunan around! The 2 of Tyler Clunan goes around. He's going to lose a couple spots there. Caution flag will fly. So only the second caution for 52 laps. It's been a great race so far here at Knoxville Raceway. So far it has been the 46's show. But don't count any of these drivers out yet. Anything can happen on these dirt tracks. So yellow flag will come out. Let's see if we can pull in somebody for an interview. Hey, Timothy, Fearless, up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I got a copy.
Well, you've been having a pretty decent day up here in the 5th position, giving up a spot or two to Randy Cornwell. But how's that truck feeling, and how's it feel racing up here with these drivers?
Oh, I got very little grip, but trying to make do with what I got, and hoping to go ahead and start making some positions now.
I know that dirt is not your first love per se. You're definitely more of a road racer. But how does road racing translate over to dirt, or is it a whole different ballgame?
It's definitely a whole different ball game. The only thing that would really transfer over is my rally car racing that I do. But then again, you're not running and to where there's a big line forming like here in Dirt Oval.
Well, hopefully you can make up some spots. It's been some really clean racing up in the front, but you're definitely in the best position if something were to go wrong. So I'll let you get back to your team channel. Good luck out there.
Alrighty, good luck.
Perryman in that 41 as they're getting side by side, getting lined up for the restart. Again, if you are watching, be sure to hop in the live chat and holler out your favorite team paint or your favorite driver paint. Winner will receive $10 gift cards. Be sure to support your favorite driver out here. Alrighty, green flag out in the air. It's Coggin out front. Aubrell in second and Cornwell in third. Drayton Cook, bad restart. These three, Cornwell in the wall. Randy Cornwell hard in the ball, kind of climbed up it for a second, able to get it back going straight. As Coggin and Aubrell gets away with the lead. Aubrell's got a hot head of steam today. Here he comes. Coggin trying to drive away. Aubrell not letting him. Drivers better be careful on this outside lane. We already saw one driver get in the wall this restart. As look who is in third. It's Drayton Cook pulling away from Cornwell. As they're side by side for the race lead in front of them. And Coggin's going to take it back that time. Looks like Aubrell had to check up or something. Definitely did not have the corner he needed. Look at this view of them coming off the corner, though. Great racing here at Knoxville Raceway. So we only have 24 laps to go. Laps are ticking down for that guaranteed playoff spot right now. Dustin Coggin has multiple wins on the season. He is your points leader. But always would love a guaranteed spot. In case something were to go awry. There's multiple drivers behind him who would love a chance to know that they're racing in the WIO Outlaw Design Playoff races. Dustin Coggin out front. Now he's starting to pull away from Aubrell, and look who's coming in. Cook coming back into the picture a little bit more. Definitely not the best short run car, but he is catching that number 3 now. So we have 21 laps to go. Cornwell, after that mishap getting into the wall, he has regained that 4th position, trying to pull away. As Wimbler, Perryman, and Strainer all going at it. A little bit further back in the pack. 1 lap down now. So it's a great battle here. Look at Wimbler. Wimbler around. Not sure what happened. There was a lot of tight racing there. But that was his teammate that he got into it with. But look at Perryman down low. Looks like Wimbler. Oh, looks like Wimler just catches and turns him around. Good job by Perryman not getting into that. 'Cause that could have been a lot worse than it was. It's 19 laps to go. It's still cogging out front. Starting to pull away now. Aubrell's still running really up high. You can see that unused racetrack starting to disappear. Oh, we have a caution. But this is interesting. Oh, Perryman having a little bit of trouble. He just... Oh, he gets on that curb, just not able to keep it straight. And Brandon Wimler comes in here. Okay, good control by Wimler, not running into him. That's going to be the caution flag for Timothy Perryman. I'm starting to think we have the broadcaster's curse going on here. As we are on our third caution flag of the day. There's been a lot of green flag racing going on. Dustin Coggins still up front as this race comes to a close. Only about 15 laps to go. This event definitely a little bit shorter. This is the first time the Electro Thunder Truck Series have done a points-paying dirt race. We weren't really sure how it would go, but so far it is a smashing success. As Coggin and Aubrell up here running really good up in the front. Let's see. I think Clunan was able to get his lap back, so he's going to be able to make up some spots here. Looks like it'll be 14 laps to go when we go back to green. All right, here we go. We have 15 laps to go. Here at Knoxville Raceway, it's Coggin on the inside, Aubrell on the outside. Aubrell needs to get around this 46 on these restarts, or else Coggin's just going to pull away again. As we have 14 laps to go. Green flag. Cornwell pulls away with that third spot again. Oh, Wilson up the track. Gets into Perryman back there. Looks like they're going to get it straightened out as Clunan coming up to clean things up a little bit. But back up front, it's going to be Aubrell and Coggin nose to tail, battling for the race lead. The number 3 of Tim Aubrell needs this victory more than Coggin does. That's all we have some issues in the back. Clunan around again. Another caution flag. Oh, looks like Perryman started to spin. Clunan didn't realize he was spinning, got to the inside, and then had no way to back out of it. So that will bring out the caution flag here at Knoxville Raceway. Fourth caution flag of the day. All right, Coggin's going to have to keep that truck clean. Aubrell needs to get something done on that outside lane on this restart. This could be his last chance at Coggin. Randy Cornwell going to be restarting on the inside. It's Drayton Cook on the outside. He got Parker Stranded and Brandon Wimler. Looks like the lights on the pace truck are still on. Looks like we're going green next time by. So they start to get lined back up. All right, pace truck to pit road. It's Coggin, Aubrell, Cornwell, Cook. So they come through, green flag back in the air. Cornwell all over the back bumper of Coggin, trying to get him out of shape. Oh, they get into each other. Cornwell turns to 46. Caution flag back out. Not sure at all what that was about. Cornwell just comes up the track and turns to 46. And gets turned by one of his teammates. That will bring out the caution flag. With 8 laps to go, and that's going to put the race in the hands of Tim Aubrell. Alrighty. Not very much time left in this race. Only 7 laps to go. It'll be 5 or 6 when we go back to green. Tim Aubrell going to be restarting on the inside. It's Cook on the outside. Strandon, Dalton Wilson, Brandon Wimler, and Tyler Clunan. A few newer names up here as we've had several of those faster drivers have issues. Can Dustin Coggin work his way back up through the field with only 5 laps to go and he get the green flag? Pace truck to pit road. It's Aubrell, Cook. Who's it going to be? Aubrell on the inside, Cook on the outside. Green flag in the air. Aubrell out with the race lead. Here comes Cook, working his way, trying on that inside lane, but Aubrell is just too strong. As it's a dogfight back there, Wilson in the wall. Clunan up on the bump stop. Multiple drivers up at the bump stop. Coggin trying to make, Clunan gets spun by Wilson. They're wrecking. Perryman also around. Caution flag finally out. With only 4 laps to go, this race has gotten a little bit crazy. But we did see Wilson right here climb up the wall. And it was just on from there. Cornwell just wrecking his way through the field. And that will bring out the caution flag once again. Oh, a little bit of issues on the track. We're under a caution flag again. Looks like it'll go into overtime. Here at Knoxville Raceway, Aubrell's going to be out front. Cook in second. Stranded will be in third. Brandon Wimler in fourth. Dalton Wilson in fifth. Dustin Coggin worked his way back up to the fifth or sixth position. Looks like he's going to be on the inside. Hopefully he can make it through some of this mayhem. That's where we're going to have 2 laps to go. Side by side. Here we go. To the finish line. Green flag out. Parker stranded up here. Looking for that second position. He and Cook get together. But Parker's going to get that second position as Aubrell drives away. Oh, they're big wreck behind them. Not sure what happened. Just saw somebody go head first into the wall. Oh, Wimler comes down the track. Accidentally turns that number 2. Oh, that's a big crash for Tyler Clunan, though. He's going to have to tow that truck. Definitely highly unfortunate incident for that number 2 of Tyler Clunan. We will go to overtime for the first time here at Knoxville. Alrighty, we're going to go into overtime number 1. Aubrell up here in the race lead. It's going to be Parker Stranded restarting to the outside. Got Drayton Cook on the inside. Dustin Coggin up here in the front rows. Field's kind of been shortened a little bit. Pace truck leading them around. He's going to dive down the pit road this time. Let's see if we can get this race over with. Here we go. Aubrell on the inside. Cook, good restart as well. Stranded working on the outside. Coggin right behind him. Oh, 79 gets sideways. Good save, good save. Aubrell still in the race lead. Cornwell works to the outside for that third position. 3 wide now. Coggin pokes to the middle. Stranded up the track. They get into each other. Coggin backs out. White flag in the air. Oh, Stranded. Big trouble on the bottom. But it's still going to stay green. Aubrell all by himself up front. It's Cook in second. Cornwell up in the wall in third. But Timothy Aubrell will come around and take the checkered flag here at Knoxville Raceway. Welcome to the playoffs, Timothy Aubrell. Hey, Timothy, fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. It was a great battle between you and Coggin for the lead for most of the race. Talk us through your race today and anything you think that could have went differently?
Yeah. So for starters, I'm not much of a dirt racer. I don't really do this ever. Um, I was better definitely when the track was like fresh because I was able to kind of run it like a asphalt, and I was able to just kind of arc the corner, ride the bottom, good to go. But once we went up top, and the track got really slick, I just wasn't as fast. I was figuring it out as we went. Had more and more chances at it. I was able to keep it closer and closer to Dustin, but he was definitely faster than me. That last restart where he ended up getting wrecked, that kind of like confused me a little bit because like we were getting ready to go one the green, or we were getting ready to take the green, and one of the admins come on the mic and said single file, and I was like, "Are we supposed to be single file, double file?" And then like we changed the setting last minute, and then the pace car cut off the track, and it was like, and I was just like, oh man, what's going on? So then I ended up getting a bad restart. Well, Randy got a really good restart, and then Randy ended up just getting in the dust in there. I guess because he entered on the bottom. I guess when he slid up, he didn't see. He thought he was going to run the pure outside wall. So then they just got into it, and once you get locked on bumpers, it just takes you around. But other than that, I mean, it was a good race. I don't really know what was happening there at the end when all them cautions were coming out. But I mean, from up front, I felt like it was a pretty good race, and I hope it was good to watch and broadcast, etc.
Well, anybody like to give a shout out to real quick?
Yeah, I'd just like to give a shout out to all the guys at TI Racing. TI finished with a 1-2-3 finish in this race here. Took all the money. Shout out to Cornwell barbecue sauce. Get you some sweet honey jalapeno or some spicy. It's the best barbecue sauce around. Shout out to Chris Lewis putting the team together. Shout out to you for putting on the broadcast. Shout out to Captain Lochran, Sandy, Beto, Dad, Tony, anyone else I sent the link to. I sent it to a bunch of people, whoever else is watching.
Well, congratulations on your victory here today. Going to be fun to watch you in the playoffs. Can't wait till next week.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, that was your winner, Timothy Aubrey. Let's see if we can holler at Drayton Cook real quick, and then we'll hop off of here. Hey, Drayton, fearless up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I do. What's up, man?
Not much. It was a really fun race to watch here today. You weren't quite as fast as the 3 and the 46 were. Still came home in second. Talk us through your race today.
Yeah, not a dirt guy by any stretch of the imagination. So about 45 minutes of practice wasn't enough to learn that. But yeah, I was at the middle part there. Tim and I were trying different lines, and it was kind of just checking us up. So I pretty much told him, "You get out front. I'm gonna run second, and we're not gonna wreck each other because neither of us know what we're doing, and we're probably both gonna end up in the wall. So rather get second than wad us both up."
That makes 100% sense. How does it feel headed into next week?
I mean, we're back to short tracks, which is nice. Hopefully, be in contention to win that one, like we were last week. Back to something I actually know. So getting a second out of here was definitely not expected. I did not expect to run second. If you told me I was going to finish 8th in this race, I'd have been happy with it.
Well, can't wait to watch the race next week in Martinsville. I'm sure you'll be a contender. Hopefully, you can bring home the checkered flag finally. But until then, congratulations. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to real quick?
Yeah, just all the guys on the team worked really well together. Getting all of us up here in the top 3, and I think Dalton was 6. So 4 of the top 6 cars is pretty good, and no torn up cars. I think we all ended with a 0X outside of Randy, so that's pretty good. I'll take that any stretch and day of the week. Cornwell barbecue sauce. Thank you to Randy for sponsoring us. Had a different paint scheme on the car this week, but we'll back to the normal one next week. And you for doing the broadcast. We appreciate it. It was fun. This was a lot of fun. It's a nice little break to have to do something that's not as serious for me.
Congratulations on second. Can't wait to see you next week.
Yes, sir. We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you everybody for tuning in to the Knoxville Raceway. If you're watching this, be sure to holler out in the comments after the race your favorite paint scheme that you saw today. Like we said, winner will be announced sometime in the next week. But thank you everybody for tuning in. Be sure to tune in next week, same time, same place. We'll be going to Martinsville Raceway. But until then, this is Fearless from Fearless Broadcasting signing off. Good night, folks.